Hello, yeah, how ya doing? It's your boy Kennard Lewis. We're here. We're still healing. We're doing what we can, one day at a time. The knee's getting better. The teeth is healing. I'm on the verge of getting fitted for a crown soon, so hopefully that process gets all well and done. But today I want to talk about a topic that I feel that it might be simple enough where we don't really talk about it as much, and that's about clean up our minds and cleaning up our surroundings, the physicality of it, and again the mental implications. And that's kind of crazy because I don't know if it's just me, but I lose focus on cleaning my room or cleaning up the messes that are around me. So things will pile up, like I'll forget to organize my books or forget to organize my clothes, and things will pile on, or I have junk around, and I might be the only one, or there might be other people that forget to clean their rooms or forget to clean their house, and things get messy. And what I found out is that when I'm in a rush or I need to find things in an orderly fashion, I can't find them. So my place gets cluttered, and my actions don't get to be as efficient as they should be. And that's crazy because when your surroundings are suffocating you to the point where you cannot move, then you don't get to function at an adequate rate. And that's what's happening to me is that I needed to get stuff done and I needed to move correctly, but I didn't know where things were. So I kept on misplacing stuff. Misplaced my keys, misplaced my wallet, misplaced, different outfits that I want. And in the process of saying, sometimes you got to get tired. Sometimes you got to get tired to the point where I'm tired of living in this kind of environment and I need to fix it. I need to clean it up. And it's crazy because when I was in the process of cleaning, I found deodorant. I was running out of deodorant and was about to be on the verge of buying more. We found dishwashing soap, tons of it, stored in boxes. Sometimes I feel like we compartmentalize the things that we're going to use in the future, but don't use them in the now because we think that it'll be used later on, but we don't get to it because we're so focused in dealing with the struggles in the now. And that's kind of crazy because I was dealing with everything now that I didn't realize I had this stored. We didn't realize that we had dishwashing soap, and because we do, we're better prepared. And the crazy thing about, again, the physicality of like cleaning is that you got to do it here too. I know that when I'm on the verge of trying to find out information, or I'm busy doing stuff, or I'm worried about the way outcomes are going to come, my mind gets cluttered with doubt. My mind gets cluttered with fear and laziness and negative thoughts. And what's so suckish about that, or what's so problematic about that, is that it stresses me out. It affects my mental health. And sometimes I feel like we have so much dirty thoughts piling on based on the circumstances that we have been through, and we forget to clean them out and realize that they're just circumstantial, that they don't really hold any weight in our lives, but we make them hold weight because it's kind of hard to put good thoughts in your head or to move around swiftly in your house or in your room if you got too much clutter. I've always said this in the past about change. The second step in the ADA process of acknowledgement, discussion, and action is the fact that a cluttered mind will lead to destruction, and this is real. When you're thinking too much about the things that you cannot control, or you're weighing yourself on with doubt, negativity, overthinking, anxiety, depression, when you start to think about all these negative thoughts, they really weigh on your heart. And I know that for a fact because I know that in this process of patience, you want things to happen at your rate. You want things to be on your level, but they can't. So you get overworked and overwhelmed. Like, how come things are not working for me? And that's just so unfortunate. But the one thing you got to realize is that the only actions you can really change is yourself. That's the only power you have, is to change your own actions. You can't worry about the outside forces. And, if you want a better environment suited for your growth, you're going to have to do some cleaning. Obviously, easier said than done when it comes to the thoughts. But let's start in the physical world. Let's start with setting our bed, something that I really never even did. And doing that now is kind of nice. You know, but it's to not only clean up once in a while, it's to clean up consistently. To clean your mind on a daily basis, it's to feed yourself positive thoughts. It's to make sure that you're organizing your spaces correctly. Because if you take a moment and you allow the laziness to kick in, like I've done so many times, then you fall back into that lifestyle that sets you back a few steps, and then you're back in the same place where you started, where you're falling apart, where you're cluttered, where you're overwhelmed. Cleaning up is so physical, but again, at the same time, it can be mental. You have the power to clean your mind and clean your world and rid it of negative toxins. However spiritual, negative, or mental positive you want to think about it, we have the power to clean up all the dirt to live in a clean environment. Thank you, and I'll see y'all.